I'm a member of an online Christian community and we meet from time to time to study a book of the Bible. We're currently studying Acts of the Apostles and today's chapter 24. So in chapter 24, Paul is in Caesarea and he's waiting for his accusers to arrive as demanded by the Roman governor Felix. 5 days later, his accusers arrive. The high priest Ananias comes with some elders and a lawyer named Tertullus to present their case against Paul to the Roman governor Felix. Tertullus starts by praising Felix, trying to gain his favor. Then he accuses Paul of being a troublemaker, stirring up riots amongst Jews all over the world and being the ringleader of a group called the Nazarene sect. He also claimed that Paul tried to desecrate the temple, which is why they arrested him. When it's Paul's turn to speak, he defends himself. He explains that he went to Jerusalem to worship and not to start trouble. He said that he wasn't arguing with anyone or trying to stir up a crowd in the temple or anywhere else, and that the real reason he is on trial is because he believes in the resurrection, which is something that the court can't seem to agree on themselves. He also explains that after being away for several years, he came back to give gifts to the poor and offer sacrifices, and some Jews from Asia saw him, but they're not even there to testify against him. So Paul points out that it doesn't make sense, the trial doesn't make sense if the people that caused the commotions are not there to testify against him. Felix listens and he seems somewhat familiar with the Christian faith, so he postpones his decision. He says that he will wait for the Roman commander Lysias to arrive and give more information about the case. Meanwhile, he keeps Paul in custody, but he gives him freedom and allows his friends to visit and care for him. Later, Felix and his wife send for Paul and they listen to him talk about faith in Christ. But when Paul starts talking about self-control and righteousness and the coming judgment, Felix gets uncomfortable and tells Paul to stop for now and that he would call him when it's more convenient. Felix keeps sending for Paul from time to time, hoping that Paul would offer him a bribe, but he never does. Uncle Paul is not about that life. Anyways, Paul ends up spending 2 years in the prison in Caesarea, and when Felix is replaced by another governor, he leaves him there hoping to gain favor with the Jewish people. That's where the chapter ends. This chapter was pretty straight to the point, very straightforward, although the end made me feel a certain type of way with the governor Felix leaving Paul in prison because he wanted to gain favor with the Jewish people. Like, that's not why we brought this case to you, sir. But yes, that's where the chapter ends. That's where the chapter ends.